As we show you these first images from inside the cathedral, there is concern now over how much of the 850-year-old cathedral's priceless religious relics and works of art may have been lost to the flames.
This is a part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the banks of the Seine, which was inscribed in 1991, and it's one of the emblematic building of this whole World Heritage Site. So for us, the question was, what is the stability of the building, what has gone? So at least 2/3 of the roof has gone, and so major damages must be inside.
There were so many concerns about the treasured religious relics and the pieces of art. Would they be lost? Would they be damaged? And it seems at this point that much, if not most, has been saved. Some of the things that they were able to save, can you explain the significance for us? Everyone is referring to the crown of thorns.
That would probably be the most important relic that they housed at the cathedral. This is the crown of thorns that Christ carried during his passion on the first Good Friday. Some 2,000 years ago, or almost 2,000 years ago. And this was a relic that came into the hands of King Louis IX, Saint Louis, in the 13th century. And he had the Sainte-Chapelle close to the Notre Dame built for the purpose of housing these relics.
How is the organ, the great organ, the original, one of the most famous musical instruments in the world? Has there been any information on it?
Until we have access in a secure building, nobody will be able to say exactly how is the instrument. Vincent Dubois, one of the Notre Dame organists, wrote this morning that the fire didn't get to the organ. He also wrote that the water which was poured over the instrument didn't get to the balcony because of a concrete slab that is above the organ. So the water flew down on each side of the organ without getting to the mechanism, which is very, very good news. The damage would be by heat and smoke, and as the stained glass window behind the organ is still in place, we hope that the heat in the organ was not too high and that the pipework was mostly preserved.
The artworks can be recovered if they are still there, and damages can be addressed. But what is also very important to look at the movable heritage, which belonged here to the church, and the French authorities have now a cooperation with the Louvre to recover the movable heritage and to put it to safety for the time when we start with the restoration works. You should do a rebuilding and a reconstruction as it looked before, but at the same time we need to know which is the part which is new and which is the part which is old. Definitely no new design, that's for sure. UNESCO will also check this, of course, but I think in the case of Notre Dame we are in a very lucky situation because we have a lot of documentation. We have archival material, films, video, all the tourists give their photos in addition to the scientific data we have, both with the Church of Paris and also with the National Archives. I think this is really a given that it is possible. It will be difficult, but it's not impossible. We have done more impossible things at UNESCO, so that's possible.
I'm really confident about around the will that we can feel here. And you know what? I've been in Paris for the last 18 months, and one word to describe France: resilience.